Hey guys, doing a commentary of the hardest boss battles 1 through 4. We're gonna start with Awaneck, and people are always like, "Oh, why is this number 1? Why is this number 1?" Well, first off, you got to notice that this list is not in order, and it annoys me when people are like, "Why is this number 1? This should be higher than this, and this should be higher than this." It's not in order. It's just kind of like a series. Like I go about it my own pace. Also, Awaneck was a really hard boss at the time, like impossibly hard for me as a kid, especially. I got stuck at this boss so much. And there are little things that you can't see right now. Like you'd have to actually play the game to realize, oh, that's actually hurting me? No way. Like the falling rocks in this boss battle are like what makes it so damn hard. Because I can barely see them. And they come down like well, after you hit the Awaneck the first time, they fall down. And you gotta be careful not to go. Because you want to go and hit them multiple times. And it's really hard not to just get it over with and just kill him. There is I've learned a new trick to beating him, which would make him so much easier, but going in at the fair way, like the way I learned how to do it, it's still really challenging. And yeah, if you notice, you can get build up the notes, and you'll get stars, so you can actually heal yourself, which is nice. But I can go through this boss way faster now, so I don't even need that anymore. I don't know why I was having so much trouble with it. Well, I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna go to the greedy game, which is, if you don't even think this boss is hard, there is something very wrong with you. To put it simply, my brother had so much trouble with this boss, and he's really good at video games. He's younger than me, but he's really good, and he couldn't beat this boss. I pretty much have his pattern memorized, so I can pretty much walk through this boss with almost no problems, except for in this one, I suck ass for some reason. I'm usually really good at this boss fight, but for some reason in this video, I am just utterly horrible. I'm just bad under pressure. I'm just really horrible under pressure. So when the tape's recording, or no, not the tape, it's a DVD. When the DVD is recording, I just start sucking ass. I have no idea why, it just does. But the first time I went through this boss, I didn't know what his pattern was. I was getting my ass kicked and was trying to live. His first phase is pretty easy, and you can learn it pretty fast. But there's still those horrible times in this playthrough where I get hit and it makes you feel really stupid. Let me slow down so I can actually think about this boss, because boss fight is a little bit longer than Awaneck. Oh, here's the black hole part which can kill you in one hit, and that by itself makes this boss pretty hard because you have to hold on to an enemy to survive. And come on, all bosses that have one hit kills are pretty much gonna be on this list, because hardest boss battles, the boss can kill you in one hit. That's pretty hard. Hate that lightning attack. Took me forever to figure it out. But when I figured it out, I was so happy because I'm like, oh, that's really simple. I'm just gonna run to the right, then go to the left. Right, left, right, left. See, I'm getting hit so much. I can go through this boss without getting hit now. But I don't know when I recorded this. This was years ago. This probably was in 2008 or something, 2007. Not sure. It was on my old account, just 64 Super Mario, which is gone, but it was the second one I had up, so it was cool. And you beat Greedy, and it's the most epic thing ever. This boss you just have to really think about the pattern for a while, and when you get the pattern down, he's not that hard anymore. Well, come on, the first time you go through this boss, there's no way you're gonna win. Not the first time. Well, maybe the first time, but it's unlikely that you'll win the first time. I kept this ending on here just because it's so damn epic. I love it. I love this game. We need a Ristar too. I mean, come on, look at this. Just look at this. Hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Okay, this is from my favorite Sonic game of all time, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It is probably the best Sonic game ever. But that's probably just my opinion because it was the first Sonic game I ever played. What can I say? You have to fight two bosses at the same time. Well, not the same time, I'm lying. You fight two bosses, which was Sonic or Metal Sonic. I don't know. I've always called him Sonic, so I'm gonna keep calling him Sonic. You beat him, he's pretty simple. Then you come to Dr. Robotnik. Not Dr. Eggman, he's Dr. Robotnik in this game. Oh, if you're playing the Japanese version, I guess it's Dr. Eggman. But here in America, where I am, it's Dr. Robotnik. And what can I say? It's pretty repetitive. I know there's a faster way of beating him, but you have to risk getting hit, and I don't like risk getting hit, so I just kind of take my time with this boss and just kind of wait it out. Wait it out. God, sorry. My throat's acting up today. It's so damn repetitive. I actually played this boss so much when I was a kid. Actually, I didn't get this far when I was a kid. I got here when I was in mid-teens, I guess. So I played this a lot when I was in my mid-teens. And I could time how fast I was gonna beat the boss because I had done it so much. So I would look at the timer like, okay, I'm this far, so that means he has this many more hits left. And I don't know about you, but that's kind of sad. Is that I played this game so much is that I could time how fast I would beat the final boss. But then again, this is one of my favorite games of all time. It's in my top 10. There's no doubt about it. Come on, look at that. He just takes forever to do all his movements. He walks like 2 miles an hour. This boss, to me, isn't as hard as it is repetitive and long, which I guess works as hard. It depends on your definition of hard. Because there are so many definitions for hard, it's not even funny. Repetitive and long, that could be considered one person's. And I know there are different kinds of hard boss battles. This one's really hard. Well, to most people it's really hard because you have no rings whatsoever. And so you have to go through the entire boss fight without getting hit once. I actually had more trouble with Big Arm because he was designed as a difficult boss. And if you had watched my old account videos, which I'm pretty sure none of you have, there are different kinds of bosses which are hard, like the Joker. I used to have the Joker from the original Batman NES game, and that was just an unbelievable bitch. This is just kind of just pace yourself, and you'll do fine. That one I was just kind of randomly like, oh god, I hope I don't run out of battering. So there's different kinds of hard. And so I try to get to all those difficulties, like those different kinds of difficulties in this series. And this game's kind of generous. It actually tells you like when he's gonna fall, where he's gonna fall. So it's really nice that way. And it's designed really well. I love looking at that background. It's just amazing. It feels really, really good. Like I don't even know how to describe it. Like you get this feeling. This right here. This is the final battle. And then this ending scene right here where you're escaping through the explosion and jumping out into space, which makes no sense, but I don't care, it's a video game, whatever. And you get this clip show of how it's going. I never saw this as a kid. I saw it, like I said earlier, my mid-teens. And it was still damn epic, even though at the time I probably had a GameCube by then. So it was like dated, but it's still awesome. I don't know, I just love 2D games. Like platforming games are my favorite in the entire video game industry. The music was awesome for this ending scene. That boss is so good that they put it in Sonic 4 and Sonic Generations. I mean, come on. Come on. If the boss isn't memorable just because of that, come on. It's obviously memorable. People want this boss back in these games, or at least the Sonic team does. I don't know. I love that boss, so every time I see it in the game, I'm just like, yes! But he is getting kind of overused a little bit. I'll even admit that. So that's one more hard boss up to the charts. More of just like a tedious boss, but whatever. Going on to the next one. Another tedious boss. I mean, come on, man. What was wrong with me? I put 2 tedious bosses back to back. Okay. Well, whatever. The Twin Devils, which I used to call the Orange and Green Devils, and I felt really stupid about it, but come on. Yellow Devil, I don't remember, there were more devils, but I only remember Yellow Devil, so I just kind of assumed Yellow and Orange Devil. This boss is a giant pattern. That's about it. He's a giant pattern. You have to, like, watch out for these balls and jump over ones and just wait under other ones. And as soon as the silver ball comes out, like right now, you have to shoot it. I can usually get 2 shots in. And it just goes on and on forever of just waiting for it. So the game pretty much just waits for you to mess up because it knows you'll probably learn the pattern, but you're gonna mess up at one point, and you're not gonna learn the pattern. You're not gonna learn the pattern right away. So it knows you'll get hit at one point. Let's see if I can get 2 shots. Yep, there we go. See, it's easy to get 2 shots, and I always get hit. Let me see. I always get hit. Which pattern do I? It's this one. It has to be. Yeah, I always get hit at that one because it's the highest jump, and you have to time it so perfectly. I know I didn't get hit there that time, but I usually do. Man, this boss goes on forever. I was really good at Mega Man 9 when it came out. Like, I played it non-stop, like, for, I don't even know, 2 months straight. And I beat every Robot Master and all of the Dr. Wily robots with just the Mega Buster, nothing else. And that feels really good. And this is probably when I was playing it, like when I was really good, I thought this boss was really easy. I kind of think about that way. The same thing about the Yellow Devil. After you learn the pattern, it's really easy. But for those who can't, like, I don't know, remember patterns very well, this would be a really hard boss for them. But I actually enjoy these bosses for some reason or another. I have no idea why, I love fighting these bosses. And I mean like the pattern bosses, like when they have a pattern like this kind of pattern, like the devils, I guess. It's so much fun. I have no idea why. I just enjoy fighting these kind of bosses. Man, I still don't have the Yellow Devil on here, do I? Man, I gotta start getting that Yellow Devil on here because he's not that hard. But I know people think he's like a beast of difficultiness or whatever. And actually, I do want to explain something about the list that sometimes the bosses on here I don't think are hard, but other people do think are hard, and so they request them to me. Like Bouldergeist, he's no way hard to me at all, or either is Taboo from Super Smash Bros. Sometimes the bosses on here are just, why do I have these on here? But, you know, whatever. People think they're hard, so I put them on. So don't give me crap about it. Blame you guys for thinking they're hard. And why am I not talking about this boss anymore? Because it's doing the same thing. I have nothing else to talk about. It's you wait, shoot the ball, wait, shoot the ball, try not to get hit. You only get hit from pure stupidity like I've been doing. So yeah, don't know. I don't know what to say about it. It's just going back and forth. I think I've almost killed it anyway, so it doesn't matter. I think I mess up here and don't actually finish it off, which is sad. Man. Oh, no, never mind. I should probably go redo some of these bosses, but I'm not going to because I'm lazy. Thank you for watching the commentary. Hope to see you guys next time.